And welcome back. There you see a recap of the first match. It was Owen Darby with some strikes in the middle. He went on from the third frame through the sixth frame, a four-bagger that proved to be the difference in the match. He shot 226. Ryan Gallia, good effort at the end of the match, tried to come back and shot 201, but now it's match number 2. Augie Quattrini moves to the lanes, and he'll go against Owen Darby. Quattrini, a Lehigh Valley Masters champion. So we've seen Augie on 2 Sports over at Boulevard Lanes.
He's also won the old mixed scotch doubles tournament, or competed in the finals of the mixed scotch doubles tournament. He actually made a 7-10 here.
And comes out, gets a strike, so makes the 7-10 again. That time he just took him out of a full rack here and carries it. And here's Owen Darby.
Yeah, you're going to see both of these players are going to be very similar lines. Owen's going to be throwing the ball a little bit harder than Augie, a little bit higher rev rate, but they'll both be playing to the outside part of the lane on the left versus where Ryan Gallia was playing way deep inside on the right.
And this would be a good Scotch doubles pair. Left side, right side. Somebody's going to be wired up. And they've got 2 strikes, 2 pitches for both of them. And Darby continues where he kind of left off. Made great shots in that last game. Did lose a 7-pin, and he also lost a 6-pin in his match. Otherwise, a bunch of strikes. His only mistake in the second frame where he left a 3-7 split. And other than that, it's been steady all the way for the left-hander.
You can see Owen's throwing a Brunswick Alpha Max, one of their high-performance balls.
And doubles it up, so skips that second frame blues that he had in the opening game. Carries a double. Quattrini now knows what he needs to do. This one might be high scoring, and high scoring means it's going to be over pretty quick.
Yeah.
Here comes Quattrini. He's made 1 pitch. He has struck.
Yeah, the games tend to go by a lot quicker when you're throwing 1 ball a frame.
And Quattrini, he likes a double there you see. He likes it. The word dozen. Averages 212. He's got 12 800s, 12 300 games. This one a little bit high, and he's going to leave an 8 count in his second frame.
Yeah, he's not going to be very happy with that shot. He pulled up on it and got the ball right of target.
We'll see if he can come. He'll go cross alley now and get a good shot.
Catch a glimpse that John Gebhardt did right there.
Sitting with Chris Riga, one of the tournament directors. A good spare by Quattrini, who now has 20, but Darby, of course, can jump on it. Here from behind, you see cross lane, kills the ball a little bit, and gets it to cover very nicely.
Switched over to a plastic ball for a spare.
Covers the 2-4.
Augie bowls a number of different leagues in the area. He bowls Friday nights, he bowls Sunday nights, bowls Saturday nights, Monday night, and up at the Copley Sagerbond.
So not only a center player, but also a club player. That sharpens your skill. Conditions tend to be a little bit tougher. That one not tough for Quattrini, the right-hander, as he carries it. Now pushes himself to 40 in the second frame. And here comes Owen Darby. Would love to get a 4-bagger. He had one in the opening game where he carried. And the tournament, of course, paying more than the spots that you're going to see here on 2 Sports. Our 6th place finisher, pardon me, Lee Wenzel. He picked up $400 for 6th place. And here's Darby now, cuts it loose on lane 4. Oh, a little bit high, Pat, but he carries that one.
Yeah, he got the ball in just a little bit. He realized it off his hand. He was looking for a little help. He got it. Ball held high flush.
So Darby starts out with triple. Takes a 10-pin lead on Augie Quattrini. Tries to push that lead to 20 if he can. Travis Selmer finished in 7th place, good for $350. And Troy Lynn, 8th place, good for $300.
Yeah, there were a number of players here today that competed in the U.S. Open this past week down at Carolina Lanes. That was won just a little less than an hour ago by Pete Weber. His 5th time.
So an 18-pin lead. It's not a split for Darby, though, as it's just really double wood. It's the 3-9. He shouldn't have much of a problem as he comes cross lane. Just needs to make sure the ball carries both of them.
Yep.
And does.
Spare.
So Darby with the spare does stop his string of strikes, though. And now with 2 here, Augie Quattrini can pull it back to about an 8-pin lead for Darby as he goes back into the mezzanine area. Augie Quattrini moves over to lane 4.
We do have a little bit of a crowd back there. I see Augie's dad. Good shot.
Good play by Quattrini, who rallies from the 8 spare in the second frame with a double of his own. Could actually take a lead here.
Get a good look from behind here. Right up over 10 down the lane, on 10 at the tracer marker down the lane. A little bit of belly to it off to the middle part there.
Augie, an experienced player.
He's worked quite a bit on his game recently. Good shot.
Oh, and he leaves the 7-pin there. Sounded a little funny on the hit, Pat, as he
it did sound good down the lane, but it was a good shot off his hand. Maybe just a pinch quick.
Here a look from behind.
See, you can see the 4-pin just kind of lay there in front of the 7.
Right there, Quattrini covers. A little error before. Quattrini also a left-handed player here. 2 lefties going at it. Now, will this affect the conditions on the lanes, or is that kind of old school where you have to worry about 2 players being on the same side?
It might a little bit. What I think it might affect Lee Sant coming in and tournament leader as a lefty as well, just a little bit because of they'll have some extra games on it.
Darby can't get that one to hold as we talk about the conditions. Comes up, big split. That gets a break. One of them went down.
Yeah, I think Owen's just going to go and try to cover the 3 pins here.
Yeah, I would think.
Hard and straight, take the wood.
At this point in the match, you don't know where it's going. Augie with just a spare up his string. Stop. And Owen almost makes it, though. But he picks up the 3.
Give Augie a lead of 6 pins sitting on the bench.
He's got 89.
Yeah, you can see he got a little bit too full on the 4 pin there.
Quattrini on the bench now, takes the lead, but here comes Darby. He'll have to rally back. He did strike in the first game in this frame, and then came up with a double late in the game. Looked a little bit better this time. Does carry it.
That's what you need to do after an open. You need to come back and throw a good shot, and he did.
Nice spare for, or nice strike, pardon me, for Owen Darby.
This would be a really good spot for Augie to step up here and throw a couple of good shots.
Definitely use a strike here. Smooth with it. That looked high, but he gets it to go.
I don't know what got the 8-pin, but something got it from the back.
Something got it. He takes a 6-pin lead. Both players with strikes here.
Oh, pin went up over the top of it and got it from the backside.
And here is Quattrini, moves now to lane 3. He's got a strike. Wants to continue the string as Darby has a strike. We are in the second match here. Gebhardt Scratch Singles Tournament at Playdrome Rose Bowl.
Oh.
And like that one, kind of pushed them all down, but nonetheless, they are down. A big double for Quattrini.
Catches a break on that where he tripped the 6-pin. He made a really good shot the frame before and shouldn't have even had to worry about the 8-pin, but there that ball was a little bit wide and it cornered, made the turn a little bit stronger than it had been, and he got lucky by tripping out the 6.
Other sponsors of the tournament for today: Bootsy's Deli, Playdrome Rose Bowl, The Vending Shop, and Service Electric. Darby likes it, waves him down again. Now it's going to come down to both players, see who's going to blink first. Each has a double now in the 6th and 7th frame. Owen Darby down 6 pins, though. Take a look at this strike.
Yep. See, there's high flush, all 10 straight back. Oh, it looked like Owen was a little worried on that, though.
Yeah,
looked pretty good
wasn't
there.
Too sure. Looked good from back here.
Yep, certainly did.
Owen Darby, lane 3, wants to triple it up, put some pressure on Augie Quattrini. Two lefties going at it here in match number 2. Likes it. Gives it a little hand slap, gets them all to go down. He's got 133 through 6 frames. Quattrini with a strike here, keeps it at 139, so a big shot.
Yeah, actually, that strike there, Owen actually takes a 4-pin lead.
Quattrini now over on the right lane. Goes high and carries. Nice shot by Quattrini. So both players now a little cat and mouse here. 6th, 7th, and 8th frame. Each player striking.
Yeah, well, this is a very important shot for Augie right now, because if he can strike on this ball, no matter what Owen does in the 9th and 10th frame, he cannot shut Augie out. Augie can get up and fill it for the match win. So this is a big shot right here.
Quattrini takes a look at the scoreboard up above him.
You take a 16-pin lead.
Augie Quattrini for the lead in the second match.
It's a good shot.
And gets them to go, so he coaxes 4 down. And here comes Owen Darby. He'll need them all to stay in the match here. He's got a double. He's on the right lane. He'll finish on the left lane. Great second match here. Owen Darby had defeated Ryan Galley in the first match. Galley, of course, then finishing 6th. Here is Darby. Big shot in the 9th frame.
Yeah, this is important. Tries to cut the lead back to 6 pins. Got it high.
Didn't carry it. 8 count, and he leaves the 4-7. Gonna hurt him right there.
Very important he makes this spare. He's not out of the game yet, but
2-2-1, right?
Can't
Need
throw.
an open frame, but he can't. Right, he can't afford to let it go.
Pins.
A lot of juice on that. Picks up the spare in the 9th. Goes 181 through 8 frames. Stops the string of 3 strikes. Had started the game with a triple. Covered an 8 spare. Then kind of a disastrous split on a 6 count.
And right now, Owen needs to fill all 3 strikes here in the 10th frame. He can shoot 231. Augie's pacing at 240.
There, a look at the scoreboard here in the second match.
I'm sorry, Augie's pacing at 239. So give a little bit of room.
Ooh, gets a kick on the 7-pin pad. A late hit, but it does go down.
Yeah, it looked like he gave that one a little bit more room to the left, and it finished a little bit later. But you'll see here, I think it's the 4-pin will go to the back and catch it right there. It bounces up out of the flat gunner and got it. So it's a good break for Owen. Keeps him in the match.
Good play by Owen as we see Lee Saint back there talking to Dave Long. Staying nice and relaxed. We've got a match to go before this one, though, the semifinals. That'll bring Joe Palusik in from Bensalem, PA, but we got some business right here to complete. Owen Darby looking for a double. Doesn't get a break.
Finish. They might be, Blades might be transitioning a little bit on Owen and getting some carry down.
I think we're at a situation where Quattrini just needs a mark in the 10th frame. Avert disaster, as they like to say.
He needs to good count. That's it.
2-2-1 for Owen Darby. Does beat, or fall short, pardon me, of his first game where he shot a 226. This game he'll shoot a 221, and here comes Augie Quattrini. Just needs to
eight pins.
Stay behind the foul line and keep it good.
Make a good shot. 8 pins is a winner. There you go. That'll work.
Leaves the 7-pin. On a good toss in the first frame of the 10th. As I got him at 198. Correct. 217, so 226. Even if he doesn't cover this, he's got 5 pins to spare. Augie Quattrini is going to move on.
Good spare.
Makes the spare, and of course, Pat, you know, from the emotional side, you don't want to let that spare get in your head and miss it.
No.
You know, you want to make sure you stay smooth, keep it covered, and that's a key in the match that you continue to fill frames.
Well, he ran. I did see him run into the back there and grab another ball. He's going to switch balls here. Use the 10th frame as a trial ball, which is a good idea.
Quattrini carries, and that'll close out our second match. We'll be back. Joe Pelusic from Ben Salem moves in to take on Augie Quattrini. It's the Gebhardt Scratch Singles Tournament on 2 Sports.